Welcome back to yours truly, the one and only. You guys know who it is. And today we will be discussing how to make mashups pre-recorded. So I know as a DJ, especially with stems nowadays, you can now just make a live mashup happen on the fly, which is a great feeling. But it is sometimes good just having that track pre-recorded so then you can quickly transition out of it instead of having to figure out which song you're going to keep. You're going to keep the vocals playing in one song or the instrumental and so on. So we're going to make pre-recorded mashups. Let's go. So there are several ways to do this. You could do it in other applications outside of Serato, but within Serato, you have Serato DJ Pro and you have Serato Studio. So I will be doing it in Serato DJ Pro because I'm just not that familiar with Serato Studio just yet. And as well as I feel like a lot of people are a lot more familiar with Serato DJ Pro as well. So we're going to use Serato DJ Pro. Okay, so step one, of course, if you do a lot of DJing at sets and you do a lot of live mashups, you could probably think of a few songs you could already pre-record. But if not, a good way to do it is, so I usually will just go into genres, right? And let's say you want to just do like two R&B song mashups. You can just go into R&B, make sure it's sorted by BPM and then key, and then you want to just go through and find two tracks that have similar BPMs. I would say at least within like three, so either +3 or -3, and then as well as the key, which is most important. So you can, of course, make mashups that aren't in key if they just sound genuinely good. But I would say it's a lot easier if you have them at least in key. So to be in key, let's say we're taking 8A, for example, this easy song. So what would be in key to 8A is either one down from the number or one up from the number. So 7A or 9A, and then it's either one letter across. So you could do 8B as well. So those are the three different keys that would still be in key considered to 8A. So for the example I'm using today, I'm going to do an R&B and a hip hop mashup. So we're going to use Slow Jams from Twista and Jamie Foxx, and we're going to use Kodak Black's Skrilla. So as you can see, these are in key. Skrilla is 8A, Slow Jams is 7A. It's just one number down, which is still in key. So first, make sure that you understand, because not every single song is going to have the same intro. So I know Skrilla is a 2-bar intro, and Slow Jams is a intro clean, so it's an 8-bar intro. So what we're going to do is we're going to first sync these up. And then since this is a 2-bar intro, we need to loop it, I believe, like this. It should go through, I believe, 4 times or twice before the drop comes. Next, we're going to put the instrumental on up here and then just the acapellas up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this down and then we're going to pull up our record. Now, this is how, first, of course, change your record location to somewhere where you know where to find it. And then make sure this is on mix, even though I think it usually always on mix. And then usually what I like to do is I'll play just the song for a little bit so I can see, the trim and where it's at. Because obviously you don't want it to be straight red, like this. That's not good. That's distortion. So you want it to have a little bit of red so that it looks, the waveforms are clear and seeable and that, the volume's up. So this looks pretty good right here, in my opinion. This is pretty good. Move it up just a tad. Right, that's good. So then next, we're going to hit play on both the tracks and we'll record. So record, come down, W and S to hit play on both tracks. And now this gives you time to line up, make sure the tracks are completely aligned. But as of right now, I'm seeing they look pretty aligned. I'm gonna verse this one just a tad. All right, and then we're getting ready to bring in Skrilla right here. You can bring the vocals up a bit. In the club, hopping with my really is just keeping an eye on it, making sure that the waveforms are aligned and the beats are and yeah, I'm not gonna play out this whole entire match, but that's pretty much it right here. So you just keep recording all the way till it gets to the end or wherever point the song you want to stop at. That's pretty much it. So now we're here at the outro, and it's really up to you on how you want to do it. Me personally, I just like to leave it as an 8-part outro. If I want to use the last part of the instrumental to then play like an acapella in over top of it, I can. And if not, then I can still just mix out of it regularly. So it should just end right here perfectly. Boom. And then you stop, press the record button. I like to just pause both the songs just in case. And then for the titles, me personally, I do it this way. I know some people put like they would probably put Skrilla X Slow Jams. Then they'll say mashup or blend. But for me personally, one, I like to put my name because I made it, I created it. I'm sure it's other DJs that probably use the same mashup, but I made this one myself. Then I'll put the title of the instrumental in here, and then I'll say blend. Then I'll put Skrilla, and I'll put intro clean, and then save. It'll save here. We'll go over here. We'll put the artists. So we have Kodak Black. I always put the artist that has the vocals first. Then I'll put the one from the instrumental. So then I know, like, okay, the artist is first. That's whose vocals is playing. So then next we'll come over here. I'll add in my metadata. As you guys know, if you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch that. And then I also add remix, which I'll show you in a second why. We'll come back. We'll load the song up here. We'll set our cue points and make sure our beat grids are good, which look pretty good thus far. In the club, popping with my Kodak popping. Rocking on them chicks, on the money. Beat grids look good. It sounds good. So we'll add in. I would say this is a pretty good song, like a good song you can play definitely like at brunch or something on some chill stuff, or like earlier in the night for sure, or even as a warm down. So there's many different ways you can see it. But so now let's say you're thinking about trying to make just a mashup just off the top of your head. You're thinking of 2 songs or 2 genres in a BPM range that you're like, okay, I want to try this. So for me, right, usually what I would do is I have like a genres crate. I'll just open my genres crate, go through and think like, all right, I want to put like R&B lyrics over top of an Afrobeat song, right? But for this case, I already kind of know what I want to do. So we'll go and search No Scrubs by TOC. And then I know I want to use Thames because Thames is a very popular Afrobeat artist. And a lot of people love her music and know her songs. So we'll go Thames and we'll just look at the key. So 1A. So all the songs that will be in key is Free Mind. We have Crazy Things, Damages, and Love JJ. So we can just literally load all the songs and then just go one by one and just see if they sound good. And if not, then we'll go from there. So we'll go straight to the drops, hit play. Yeah, Free Mind sounds really, really good. This is actually a really, really good mashup. So of course I'll do the same thing. I'll just stop, go back, go from the intro part of it, line them up, hit record, play the songs, let them play all the way through, then save it, and then so on. So that's pretty much how I pre-record all my mashups. And like I said, I put remix into the composer column over here because for all the remixes that I made or blends or whatever you want to call it that I make, I put it in a smart crate called Dash Remixes, right? And all I gotta do is just tell the smart crate that if the song contains my DJ name, Dash, and it's a remix is in the column composer, then it's gonna pull all my remixes into this crate. And these are all the remixes that I've made thus far. And of course, some are better than others. There's some that don't sound as good, but like I said, you listen to them, and as well as just ball knowledge or crate knowledge, you'll know obviously which ones you want to play in different scenarios. So as you can see, I have a lot of different remixes. I have some that are reggae to R&B, R&B to hip hop, dancehall to R&B, soul and disco, so on and so on. Because I just like jumping genres a lot, especially when you're playing open format, which we'll make a video about next. But thank you guys for tuning in. As you know, yours truly. Please considering like, commenting, and subscribing, and letting me know what more content you guys would like to see. Yours truly.